cozy on your mat and start to tune out the noise of your day. Detach yourself from any of the outside noise of your weekend, anything you've got going on after this. Be as present as you can be so that you can get the most out of your movements, but also be as present as you can be because you are the most important person in your own life. And when you take care of yourself, you're able to fully provide for those that you love and care for. As you settle into your child's pose, try to bring your knees farther away from each other as a way to open up your hips. Start to walk your fingertips towards the top of your mat just a little bit more. And slightly bend your elbows so that you can bring your chest, your stomach down to the ground. Wherever you are with your breath, go ahead and just sigh it out. And take a deep breath in. Allow that air to make its way down to the base of your belly. Hold it there. And then open up your mouth, let it go, sigh it out. Remind yourself that you can always go into your child's pose whenever you need it. This is your safe space, and this is the best posture to get into anytime you need to reground and remind yourself of your intention. And with that said, just take a moment to set an intention for your practice today. It could be something as simple as making the commitment to breathe slower, making the commitment to be more mindful about your breath, or simply just repeating the word, be here, be present. On your next inhale, start to rock your head from side to side to warm up your spine and the sides of your neck. Visualize your hips pushing back towards your heels just a little bit more. And then on your inhale, start to push up into your tabletop. Make sure that your wrists are underneath your shoulders, your knees are underneath your hips. Keep your neck nice and long, and then as you exhale, round your back, you're gonna go right into your cat pose. Suck your stomach in, tuck your tailbone, feel your shoulder blades peel apart, and then on your inhale, drop your stomach, let it hang for your cow. Look up, lift your tailbone, and then as you exhale, go right back into your cat, round your back. Try to make this next round a little bit deeper. Next thing, same thing for your cow, drop your stomach, feel the front of your body, even your chest open up to the ground. Exhale, cat pose, round your back. Spread your fingertips, dig your palms, your knees into the floor. And then inhale, drop your stomach, cow, let it hang. Bring your heart towards your biceps. Look up a little bit higher. And then do 3 more rounds on your own, cat, cow. Round your back as you cat. Drop your stomach as you cow. You get to go as slow or as fast as you want. You can even break out of these shapes if that's what your body is craving. But just remember to always move with your breath. When you're done with your 2 extra rounds, come back to your neutral tabletop. Just let me know that you're ready by going into that shape. Extend through the crown of your head. Keep your eyes down in between your hands. Hi, Elises. As you exhale, tuck your toes and then lift your hips off of the ground. Or lift your hips up, drive your heels down to the ground, straighten out your legs. Bend one knee at a time. Walk it out, swivel your hips. Keep your hands planted and try to spread your fingertips just a little bit farther apart. Inch your chest to your thighs. As you inhale, walk your feet towards the top of your mat to go into gorilla. Lift your feet and then stomp onto the palms of your hands. So if you need to, you can bend your knees. By bending your knees, you're gonna have easier access to your hands. And you're giving your wrists, your palms a massage. Drop your head down so that you can open up your neck, your back. And then again, if you need to, you can bend your knees. But if you are able to, try to straighten out your legs so that you can also work your hamstrings. You've got 2 more rounds of breath here. Roll the weight from your big toe to your pinky toe. Go back and forth. And then release, flip your hands. Step back into your high plank. Keep your shoulders over your wrists. Drive your heels to the back of your mat. Start to tuck your tailbone under. Feel your shoulder blades peel apart. We're going to hang out here for 20 seconds. Try to drive your heels back. Engage your quads. Looks really good, Jeanette. Lift your head just a little bit more. Down to your last 4. Perfect. Like that. 3, 2, 1. Downward dog. Lift your hips. And then exhale. Ground your heels. On your next inhale, lift your heels and then shift back forward into your plank. Shoulders are over your wrists. Drive your heels to the back of your mat. Engage your quads a little bit tighter. Suck your stomach in. Exhale, bring your hips up. Ground your heels, downward dog. On your next inhale, go right back into your plank. Shift your shoulders forward. Engage your quads. Round your spine. Suck your stomach in. Exhale, downward dog. Lift your hips. Ground your heels, then look forward. Bend your knees to go into bear. So your knees are going to hover an inch off of the mat. You're going to push your hips back to your heels. Keep your arms straight. Bring your chest closer to your thighs. You've got 4, 3, 2, 1. Shift forward into your plank. Bend your knees and then walk to the top of your mat. And you got warm really quick. Come up into your halfway lift. As you exhale, hinge at your hips. Bend your knees, slowly roll up. Come up to standing, 1 vertebra at a time. Stack your shoulders over your hips. Relax your shoulders down and away from your ears. Palms are facing the top of your mat. We're going to flow it out to warm up even more. Sweep your arms up as you inhale. As you exhale, swan dive your way down, hinge at your hips. Go into your halfway lift as you inhale. As you exhale, forward fold, step your left foot back, drop your left knee down. Go into a low lunge, sweep your arms up. Keep your right knee bent, dig your left knee into the ground, take your thumbs to the back of your mat, lift your chin and your chest, and then release, plant your hands down, straighten out your left leg, step your right foot back, take your left foot forward, drop your right knee, and then bring your arms right back up. Bring your thumbs to the back of your mat, push your hips to the front of your mat, drop your head back, and then release. Plant your hands down, straighten out your right leg, step your left foot back to go into your plank for a 10-second hold, round your upper back. You can always drop down to your knees to modify. Keep your tailbone tucked, your neck in line with your spine. Release by going into your chaturanga, shift forward, bend your elbows back. Open up the front of your body. As your hips drop, look up. And then go into your downward dog. Lift your hips, ground your heels, straighten out your legs. Bend one knee at a time. You've got 1 round of breath here. Sigh it out. Now as you look forward, bend your knees, bring your hips back to your heels, straighten out your arms for bear pose. So bring your booty back a little bit more, Dario, booty back. Straighten out your arms, bring your chest closer to your thighs. There you go. Last 3, 2, 1. Shift forward. Bend your knees, walk, step, or jump to the top. Go into your halfway lift. Nice, everyone. Exhale, hinge. And then reverse swan dive. Sweep your arms up. You got it, Jordan. Take your arms up. As you exhale, hinge at your hips. Open up your chest. Lead with your heart. Once your hands touch the ground, go into your halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your hands. Step your left foot back. We're going to go a little bit faster. Sweep your arms up. Push your hips to the front, take your thumbs back, lift your chin, open up your chest. Release, plant your hands, step your right foot back, take your left foot forward. Drop your right knee down, take your arms up. Awesome, Anna. Energize your thumbs to the back of your mat, lift your chin, squeeze your glutes, feel the stretch in the front of your body. Release, plant your hands, step your left foot back. Chaturanga, shift forward, bend your elbows back. Open up the front of your body. Your hips are going to drop. You're going to open up your chest. Downward dog. Lift your hips. Ground your heels. Open up the back side of your body. Let's do 2 more. Look forward. Bend your knees. Walk, step, jump to the top. Just kidding. We're going to make it 1 round. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Hinge. Reverse swan dive. Sweep your arms up. Try to touch the ceiling with your fingertips. Look up. And then exhale. Make your way down. Opening up your chest. Reach your fingertips apart. Nice, Savannah. Halfway lift. Exhale, hinge. Step your left foot back. You might want to keep your knee lifted if you want a deeper stretch. Either way, you're going to take your thumbs to the back of your mat. Bend your right knee. Yes, Jordan. Straighten out your left leg even more. Lift your chin. Open up your heart. Release. Plant your hands down. Step your right foot back. Take your left foot forward. And then go back into your lunge on this side. Energize your thumbs towards the back of your mat. Bend your left knee more. Straighten out your right leg. And then release. Plant your hands down. Step your left foot back. Chaturanga. You can always modify by dropping down to your knees. Either way, go into your backward bend, lengthen your spine, then go into your downward dog. Lift your hips, ground your heels. Take one round of breath. Sigh it out. Then drop down to your knees for a child's pose, either with your knees apart or your knees together. If your knees are apart, your arms are going to straighten to the top of your mat. If you're opting for the closed knees child's pose, walk your arms to the back of your mat. That's going to help you open up any tension in your lower spine. Whatever option you take, make sure that you are breathing slowly. Again, your child's pose is where you go to reconnect, re-engage, and re-energize. And the best way to re-energize is one breath at a time. Let's get moving. On your next inhale, if you're not already, reach your fingertips to the front, push up, meet me in your downward dog. Bring your hips up high, ground your heels. You're in your upside down V shape. Bring your chest closer to your thighs. As you inhale, lift up your right leg. Start to bend your right knee. Open up your right side hip. Drop your right shoulder down, everyone, and point your right knee up a little higher, maybe even squeeze your right butt cheek. Release by bringing your right knee to your left elbow, tap it. And then as you inhale, bring it all the way back up. Find a deeper twist, point your toes down. Another core plank, bring your right knee to your left elbow, tap it. Inhale, bring your knee up, awesome Dario. Point your knee up to the ceiling, point your toes down. As you exhale, bring your right knee to your left elbow, hang out there, or kick it through for fallen triangle. Bring your right foot to the left side of your mat. As your hips lift, reach your left hand up. Try to frame your left ear with your left bicep. Yes, Carrie, open up the left side of your body and your chest. Release. Meet all of our friends who are still in the three-legged dog. So knee is pointing up, toes are pointing down. Release by dropping your right foot. We're gonna go to the left side. As you inhale, point your left toes up, lift your leg, then bend your left knee. Yes, as you point your toes down, drop your left shoulder down. So create that twist in your lower back. Stay for one inhale. On your exhale, squeeze your left butt cheek. Inhale, then as you exhale, core plank. Bring your left knee to your right elbow, tap it. Inhale, point your knee up, squeeze your left butt cheek. Exhale, core plank, tap it. Inhale, bring your knee up, point your toes down, open up the left side of your body, and then exhale, twist. Either tap and hold or go into your fallen triangle. Bring your left foot to the right side of your mat, reach your right hand up. Squeeze your glutes, energize your fingertips to the ceiling. You've got one more round of breath. Maybe you frame your right ear with your right bicep. Release, bring your right hand down, sweep your left leg up, three-legged dog. And then release, drop your left foot down. Start to toe heel your feet, mat width distance apart. Walk your hands to the back of your mat, and then bend your knees to go into Malasana. Drop your hips, open up your chest. Oh, this feels so good. So you can either rest your elbows on your thighs, your elbows in between your knees. There you go, Savannah. Lean back just a little bit more. You've got it, Jordan. Perfect. Take a deep breath in. Hi, Carol. As you exhale, open up your chest, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Good focus, Anna. You too, Jeanette. Take a deep breath in. Release. Plant your hands down, straighten out your legs. And now reach your right hand towards your left ankle. Extend your left hand up. Remember all those twists I promised you? Here we are. Another one. Extend your left hand up. Start to bend your right elbow. Terry, this should be deja vu for you. We did a little bit of this in class today. Roll the weight to your toes. Keep your hips in line with your heels. Extend your left hand up. Try to get your right elbow to bend so much that it touches the ground. Release. Switch sides. Bring your left hand to your right ankle. Extend your right arm up to the ceiling or the sky if you're outside. Bend your left elbow. Create that deep twist so that your left shoulder blade opens up. Extend your right hand up. Roll the weight to your toes. Find your deepest stretch. And then release. Bring both hands down to the ground. Bend both of your knees. And then start to toe heel your feet back together so that they're hip width distance apart. Bend your knees all the way, then slowly roll up to come up into standing. And once you are here, you're still at the back of your mat. Good. Start to toe heel your feet all the way together. Reach your arms up. Keep your spine and your arms long. As you exhale, bend your knees to go into chair. Sink your hips so low. Get your thighs parallel to the ground. Extend your fingertips to the top of your mat. Frame your ears with your biceps. Take a deep breath in. Extend your fingertips forward. As you exhale, sweep your arms back. Try to get your triceps parallel to the ceiling. Your palms are going to face in. Looks good, everyone. Inhale, sweep your arms back up. Bring them forward. Your legs shouldn't move here. Exhale, sweep them back. Yes, busy, beautiful control. Drop your booty. Bring your arms up higher. Engage your triceps. One more. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, sweep them back. Maybe you bring your heels off of the ground at the same time. Hold it for 3, 2, 1. Release. Straighten out your legs. Drop your head down. Bring your hands down to the ground. Then one knee at a time, swivel your hips. Then take your hands to the top of your mat, downward dog. Separate your feet. Keep them hip width distance apart. Open up your chest. Lift your right leg off of the ground. We're only doing one really long flow today. Bend your right knee. Point your toes down. And this is it. As you feel the right side of your body open, drop your right shoulder. Exhale, bring your right knee to your left elbow. Tap it. Inhale, bring your knee up a little higher. Squeeze your right butt cheek. Right side of your body is opening up. Exhale, bring your right knee to your left elbow. Tap it. On your inhale, straighten out your right leg. Point your toes up, go for the extension, and then step it through. Meet me in your warrior 2. Open up to the left side of your mat. Bend your right knee. Whew. Open up your hips. Open up your chest by squeezing your shoulders together. Drop your shoulders down. Bring your right knee away from your midline. Reverse your warrior. Sweep your right arm back. You're going to continue to open up the right side of your body. Everyone, bend your right elbow. Get the grip behind your head. And then as you put pressure on your hand with your head, feel the right side of your body open up more. Bend your right knee, dig both of your heels into the ground. Release into your warrior 2, straighten out your right leg, and then turn your right toes in. Hinge at your hips. You're going into a wide leg forward fold. So this time around, you're going to place your hands underneath your shoulders, palms are flat. Start to bend your elbows back, so towards the right side of your mat. The more you bend your elbows, the more you're able to round your upper back. Try to encourage your forehead to inch closer to the ground. That way you're truly decompressing your spine. Not only is this for your spine, your legs are opening up. Roll the weight to your toes, engage your quads. One more round of breath. Release, bend both of your knees, pivot to face the top of your mat. Step your right foot back to go into your high plank. And then from here, you're gonna roll onto the outside edge of your left foot to go into a side plank. Reach your right arm up towards the ceiling. Keep your glutes tight, your quads engaged, your left hand rooted as you reach your right hand up. If you want more, you can lift your right foot off of your left, testing your balance. If you went into that shape, drop your right foot back down and then go back into your plank. Square off your shoulders and your hips to the floor. Awesome, everyone. Exhale, downward dog. On your inhale, shift forward, go back into your plank. Exhale, bring your hips up, ground your heels, downward dog. On your inhale, shift forward, roll the weight to your toes. Keep your hips in line with your shoulders. Now chaturanga, shift forward, bend your elbows back. Open up your chest, drop your hips, relax your shoulders. Downward dog, use your core strength to roll over your toes. Your exhale to drop your heels. Bring your chest closer to your thighs. Take one round of breath here. Inhale. Sigh it out. Same fun. This time working the left side. As you inhale, lift up your left leg. Hi, Anna's dog. Point your toes up. Bend your left knee down. Feel the left side of your body open. Twist your spine. Exhale, bring your left knee to your right elbow. Tap it. Inhale. Bring your knee up. Create a deeper twist by pointing your toes down. Exhale, bring your left knee to your right elbow. Tap it. And then on your inhale, straighten out your left leg. Bring your heel up. Go for the extension, then step it through. Bring your foot in between your hands, blossom open, warrior two. Face the right side of your mat. Bend your left knee, bounce it out, come down really low. Reach your fingertips apart, squeeze your shoulders, reverse your warrior, sweep your left arm back. Bend your left elbow. Place the weight of your head into your hand. The more pressure, the deeper the stretch you create. The more you bend your left knee, the more you open up your hips. Stay for one more round of breath. Release, bring your arms back to parallel. Straighten out your left leg. Turn your left toes in, then hinge at your hips. This time, get the grip behind your back. Interlock all 10 fingers. If your shoulders are tight, if you've stretched them out already enough, AKA carry, you can always rest your thumbs at your tailbone. But at the very least, you can squeeze your shoulder blades together to open up your chest. If you have the space, drive your knuckles up to the ceiling. Work your forehead down to the ground. Feel your heart open up to your thighs. Roll the weight to your toes. Stay for one more inhale. Exhale, sigh it out. Release by dropping your hands down to the floor. Bend both of your knees and then pivot to face the top of your mat. Step your left foot back to go into your plank. Hold it here for 10 seconds. We're going to go from this plank into the side plank, bringing your left hand up. You're down to your last 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll to the outside edge of your right foot. Extend your left hand up. Yes, Jordan, reach your left hand up. Squeeze your thighs, squeeze your glutes. Maybe you look up towards your left fingertips. You've got 5 more seconds and we go back into our plank. Last 3, 2, 1. Go back into your plank. From here, push up into your downward dog. Lift your hips, ground your heels. We've got a flow though. Look forward. Shift your shoulders past your wrists, drop your hips, and then chaturanga. Bend your elbows back. Take your backward bend as your hips drop. Lengthen your spine, squeeze your glutes. Push right into your child's pose. Take your knees apart. Ooh, feel your spine lengthen. Rest your forehead on the mat. So as you lay here in this child's pose, yes, definitely treat yourself to water if you need some. As you lay here with your forehead on the ground, start to rock your forehead from side to side. You're gonna get some story time today. So settle into your mat, connect to your breath, and you'll notice today's movements are a little slower than we typically move in quaranLEAN. I've been trying to emphasize the importance of slowing down a little bit more in all the classes that I teach. I think most of you know me in real life, but a lot of you know me from the internet, and you're always like, you're always doing so much. You do all the things. Like, yeah, I do a lot, but I also make time to rest for myself so that I can be fully recharged. And these are all the things that I talk about in class. And the reason why I'm talking about it now is because it's been helpful for me, not just as I practice yoga, but also as I practice playing my singing bowl. You're going to be hearing it at the end of class today, but it's also something that I've been using as a way to help ground myself and meditate. But the biggest lesson that I've learned in learning how to play it is the importance of slowing down. So I am always like rushing, like I want to make all this noise really quickly, but it's never about that. When you slow things down, you're able to enjoy things a little bit more. It might make things tougher, but you're going to be stronger because of it. All right, that's your pep talk. Push up into your tabletop. Moral of the story is we're still going to go slow. It might hurt a little bit, but you're going to be strong at the end. On your next inhale, straighten out your right leg. Keep your toes in line with your hip. The sole of your right foot is going to be parallel to the ceiling. Start to engage your right quads. Awesome. Now that we're all here, bring your left foot back. So create a kickstand with your left foot. And then just start to peel your right arm up toward the ceiling. So your right ankle should still be in line with your hip, except now your right hand is reaching up towards the ceiling. Keep your left hand grounded. You can stay here. If you want more, you can start to bend your right knee. Grab the top of your foot. Start to kick your heel away from your hip. You're stretching your quads. You're also feeling this in your chest as you squeeze your right shoulder back. Maybe look up towards the ceiling or the sky. Find your deepest stretch as you point your toes, kick a little bit harder, and then release. Go back into your tabletop. Drop your right hand, drop your right knee, and then you're gonna thread the needle. Reach your right arm underneath your body. Your right palm is gonna face up. Turn your left fingertips in toward your face. Press your left hand into the floor. Start to look up towards the ceiling. As you dig both of your knees into the floor, create a deeper twist in your spine. Start to look up. Send your breath to your upper back. You can stay here. If you want even more, straighten out your left leg. Walk your left toes back, but try to keep your hips square to the ground. Yes. There you go. This is going to allow you to put more pressure on your right shoulder. Open up your upper back. Stay for one more round of breath. Release. If you straighten out your left leg, drop your left knee down. Sweep your right arm back up into a counter twist. And then release by bringing your right hand down. On your next inhale, straighten out your left leg. Point your toes. Go for the extension. Keep your heel in line with your hip. Everyone looks good. Keep your neck in line with your spine. So head should be down. Your eyes are staring right in between your hands. Then on your next inhale, kick your right foot back behind you. Start to peel your left hand up. You're going into a balancing posture here. This is your modified half moon. Flex your left toes. Bring your left foot up a little higher. Awesome, everyone. If you went into the bind on the other side, do it here. Just bend your knee. Point your toes. Even if you're not grabbing your foot, as long as you're bending your knee, you're already feeling the stretch. As you point your toes and as you kick your heel away from your hip, you're creating a backward bend, opening up your chest, your shoulder. Look up a little higher, keep your right hand grounded, and then release. Drop your left knee, your left hand, and then thread it through. Bring your left hand underneath your body. Keep your palm facing up, and then roll the weight to the outside edge of your left shoulder. Turn your right fingertips to face inward. Keep your hips square to the ground, dig your knees into the floor, look up, and feel that deep twist in your lower back. If you did it on the other side, straighten out your right leg this time. Try to drive your right heel to the back of your mat. And then again, the more pressure you put on your left shoulder, the more your upper back will feel relieved and opened up. Release, drop your right knee down. Sweep your left hand up towards the ceiling, counter twist, and then release by dropping your left hand down. Go into your melted heart. Walk your fingertips to the top of your mat. Drop your chest. Let your chest, your stomach hang. You can either rest your forehead, your chin on the ground, but whatever you do, make sure that you are breathing as slowly as possible. Slow it down. Inhale. Use your exhale to find a deeper variation of the stretch. Maybe you walk your fingertips more forward. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, sigh it out. And then slowly release by slivering your way onto your stomach. Straighten out your legs. You're going to walk your arms down both sides of your hips. You're going to lock all 10 fingers behind your back. Keep your neck in line with your spine. Your mouth should be down on the floor. Keep your feet about hip width distance apart. So if you have the space, you're going to squeeze your palms in. Try to engage your triceps right away. Exhale to clear out your lungs. And then on your inhale, lift your chest and your thighs off of the ground. Squeeze your glutes. Feel your hips root down. Lift your chest, your thighs off of the ground with every exhale. And with every inhale, lengthen. Crown of your head down to the tops of your feet. Release. Drop down, turn your head to the right, rest your left ear on the floor. Rest your arms down both sides of your body. Relax here. So you get these little breaks, again, to recharge. As you go into spine strengthening, you're gonna need it. We're gonna do that same exercise one more time. Bring your mouth down, interlock all 10 fingers. Squeeze your palms in, keep your feet hip width distance apart. And now as you point your toes, start to engage your quads, squeeze your glutes. Exhale first. And then as you inhale, lift your chest and your thighs off of the ground. Try to drive your knuckles towards your heels. Open up your chest, lift your chin, feel your hips root just a little bit more. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lift. And then release, come down. Turn your head to the left, rest your right ear on the ground. Extend your arms down both sides of your body. So spine strengthening, these movements are not just strengthening the muscles along your spine, but they're allowing you to open up the front of your body, which all of us need because we spend a major percentage of our day hunched over desks, driving, just sitting around. So these movements are naturally going to make you feel more empowered and definitely stronger. We're gonna do one more round. We're gonna hold it longer. Keep your feet all the way together this time. Point your toes. Lock out your elbows. Engage your triceps. Keep your mouth down. Exhale. And then on your inhale, come up super high. Drive your knuckles to your heels. Open up your chest. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, come up even more. Visualize your heels of your hands squeezing in. Drive your knuckles to your feet a little bit higher. Open up for 3. Squeeze tighter for 2, 1. Come all the way down. And now take your arms out to a T shape. So wrists are going to be in line with your shoulders. Bend your knees and then start to windshield wiper your feet from side to side. As you windshield wiper your feet, you're releasing tension in your lower back. From here, straighten out your left leg. Your right toes are going to stay pointing up. Take a deep breath in, and then as you exhale, roll onto your left side hip. You can keep your right arm straight, or you can reach your right arm up to the ceiling. We did this last week. It's a spine twist, but it's also a chest opener and a hip opener all in one. So if you can rest your right foot on the ground, cool. If you need to, you can always rest your toes on the floor. Your foot may not even reach, and that's also okay. As long as you're feeling the twist in your lower back and you're feeling your left shoulder open, you are doing fantastic. Take a deep breath in. Exhale to sigh it out. Find a deeper variation of the stretch. Point your right knee up to the ceiling. And then release. Roll back onto your stomach. Bring your right arm back out to that T shape. Start to bend your left knee, point your toes. And then as you exhale, roll onto your right side hip. Create that same twist. Ooh, the side is tighter for me. Maybe that resonates with you if that's the case. Remember never to force yourself into any shape that doesn't feel right. If you feel a sharp shooting pain, that's no bueno. If it's a dull, achy pain, those are just growing pains that you can breathe through. So learn the difference. Got one more round of breath, looking good, Carrie. On your deepest twist, and then release. Roll back onto your stomach. Final spine strengthener is bow. Bend both of your knees, point your toes. Get the grip right at the base of your toes. Squeeze your knees together. Bring your chin away from your chest. Feel your hips root down. Squeeze your shoulders together to open up your chest. Take a deep breath. And then on your exhale, point your toes, drive them up. Squeeze your shoulder blades together to open up your chest. Lift your chin, drop your head back. Kick harder. Feel the front of your body open as your backside body muscles strengthen. You've got 3, 2, 1. Awesome job. Drop down. And then as you straighten out your legs, you get to roll all the way onto your back. So lay onto your back so that your shoulders, your hips are rooted down. Bend your knees so that they point up. We're going to go into one round of easy bridge. I'm lying. We're going to do 3 rounds. We're working our way towards wheel. Bring your arms down both sides of your body. Keep your knees pointing up, your eyes up to the ceiling. Deep breath in. On your exhale, lift your hips, ground your heels into the mat. The front side of your body is opening. Because we just did floor bow, this should feel pretty much just the same, except you have lightness in the front of your body. Bring your hips up more if you can. Bring your knees back together if they splayed apart. Release, come down 1 vertebra at a time. As your hips drop, relax them down. Take a deep breath. Exhale, squeeze your glutes, lift your hips. As your hips lift up, ground your heels a little bit more, puff up your chest. Maybe you can squeeze your shoulder blades closer to each other to open up your upper body. Release, come down slowly. Allow your hips to fully relax. Take a deep breath in and then sigh it out. Got 1 more. Take a deep breath in, and then as you exhale, lift your hips, squeeze your glutes. Try to bring your hips up a little bit higher. As you do this, your chest is inching closer to your chin. Just make sure that you have a little bit of a gap so you can maintain your breath. Stay for 1 more round. And then release. Come down 1 vertebra at a time. Once your hips drop, lift your feet off of the ground, stack your knees over your hips, bring your hands behind your head. On your next exhale, lift your shoulder blades off of the ground, flex your toes back, take a deep breath in, and then on your exhale, engage your quads to straighten out your legs, drive your heels to the ceiling. Awesome, inhale, bend your knees. Your shoulder blades should still be off of the ground. Awesome, Savannah, exhale, drive your heels up. Engage your quads, drive your heels up. Inhale, bend. Bring your shoulders off of the ground a little bit higher. Exhale, straighten out your legs. Drive your heels up. Inhale, bend. Lift your shoulders higher. Exhale, straighten out. Let your toes down a little bit more. Looks good, Carol. You got it, Dario. Inhale, bend. Final one. Peel your shoulders higher off of the mat. Rest your lower back on the ground. Exhale, straighten out your legs. Now, bring your left hand to your right foot. Bring your hand behind your head. Bring your right hand to your left foot. And then switch sides. Go back and forth. Keep your shoulder blades off of the ground the entire time. Slower is better. This way you're more mindful about your breath and you're working with control. There's so much power when you are controlling your breath and your movements all at the same time. Then your last 10 seconds to find deeper twists. Exhale loud, reach for the outsides of your feet. You got it, Anna. Last 3, 2, 1. Release. Drop your feet down. Allow your knees to point up. Bring your arms down both sides of your body. Deep breath. Exhale, lift your hips. I haven't forgotten about our wheel. Press your shoulder blades into the ground. Open up your chest. And then release. Come down 1 vertebra at a time. Allow your hips to drop. All right, so my friends who have done wheel before, if it's in your practice, go for it. Your spine is already warm. If you've never done wheel before, raise your hand if you've never done wheel before. Oh, okay, cool. I'm gonna show you what it looks like. But Jordan, you've done it before, go for it. You're gonna place your hands to frame your ears. So your fingertips are gonna face your shoulders. Your elbows are gonna point up. Your knees are gonna stay stacked over your hips, just like they were for your bridge. All right, so the higher up your elbows point, the better. That way your shoulders root down. Take a deep breath in, and then as you exhale, your hips come up. Then you're gonna press your hands onto the floor. Hold on, my mat is slipping. This is not good. All right, here we go. You're gonna press your hands into the ground. Use your glute strength and your heels connecting to the ground to open up the front of your body. So it's a deep backward bend. That's what you're gonna look like when you get into it. I'm gonna talk you through it. You don't have to go into the fullest expression. You can always stay with your elbows bent and pointing up and just take it 1 step at a time. That way you can start to train your body to know what it feels like. All right, I'm gonna come out so I can watch you. Again, you don't have to do it. You can also do bridge. All right, bring your knees closer to each other, Savannah, and your elbows in. Elbows in. Yes. All right. Anna, you too, elbows in. Yep. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Yes, Savannah. Drop your head back, lift your chin. Squeeze your glutes. Yes. I'm so proud of y'all. Gorgeous, Jordan. Awesome. Come out of it whenever you want. You've got it. Nice, Carol. Drop your hips. Excellent work, Anna. All right, one step at a time. We're gonna keep working on that. All right, now everybody bring your knees into your chest, curl into a ball, and then rock from side to side. So you are doing the reverse movement of that bridge. As you curl into this ball, you're treating your lower back to a massage. Same thing as your hips. All right, from here, straighten out both of your legs. Bring your arms down both sides of your body. Melt into the ground. If there's any other movement that your body is craving at this point, treat yourself. If not, you are now ready for your final Savasana. And as promised, yes, I like it, Anna. Happy baby for sure. As promised, I'm going to play the singing bowl for you. So the singing bowl is an ancient tool. It's an ancient instrument that has been used in meditations. It's been shown that the sounds have healing properties, have healing benefits, and you'll know when you hear it. So I'm just gonna hit it for you once so that you know what it sounds like. So as always, as you lay in your Savasana, just feel the entire backside of your body melt to the mat. Allow each exhale to take you to a space that's even more relaxing than the last breath that you were just in. Your inhales are healing and they bring new energy back into your body. And every exhale is a chance for you to detach and let go. I hope that you are more mindful about each breath that you take with the way that we move today. And as I continue to play the singing bowl, I want you to just stay focused on your breath and any of the sensations that you are starting to feel as you allow yourself to get lost on your mat and in your own breath. Wherever you are with your breath, go ahead and just sigh it out. And then together we'll inhale. Take that air down to the base of your belly. Feel your lungs expand. Go ahead and let go of anything that you couldn't get rid of over the past 45 minutes. Start to bring movement back into your body by wiggling your toes and your fingers. Rock your head from side to side. If you want to stay in your final Savasana longer, please feel free. If you're ready to move on with your day, push up into your seated shape, crisscross applesauce. So roll onto whatever side body that you'd like, and then find a comfortable seat. As your hips drop down, stack your shoulders over your hips, allow your spine to lengthen. By resting your hands on your knees, your shoulders are going to stay relaxed. With your palms up, you're taking in energy floating around you. On your next inhale, just press your palms right into your chest. Bring your palms into each other, plug your thumbs into your chest. And as you feel and acknowledge your own heartbeat, and as I do the same thing, let this be a reminder of the beauty of moving together and uniting in such a magical way. As we become stronger ourselves, we are uplifting each other. Thank you so much for allowing me to guide you and to watch you become stronger versions of yourselves. The light in me is so grateful for the light in all of you. Namaste. Thank you, friends. Happy Monday. It was a really slow one. I hope that you liked it. Also, thank you for your patience with me as I learn how to play that instrument. It was fun for me to explore this weekend, and it's going to be something that I incorporate in all of the classes that I teach. So yeah, wish me luck with that. And thank you for being the sweetest students.
Love
All right. Bye,
Thank
Busy.
you.
I'm
Thank
sad I won't
you.
see you tonight, but I'll message y'all about later on this week.
Okay.
All right.
Good.
All right.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye, darling.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye, Jordan. Bye, Carrie. All right, stop. Peace out, internet.